حتى سيدنا داود when he used to recite the Psalms, ها واذكر عبدنا داود ذا الأيد إنه أواب إنا سخرنا الجبال معه يسبحنا بالعشي والإشراق والطير محشورة. يعني when he used to recite the Zabur, the mountains will echo and the birds will come around him. Seen out of this world. يا سبحان الله يا أخي تسمع النصارى يتحدثون عن داود هذا. You hear the Christians talking about Dawood. Oh, he was a criminal. He sent his general to the war to marry his wife. يا راجل اتق الله يا راجل. غريبة والله حاجة مشكلة. بس look how we talk about Dawood. سبحان الله. The beauty of our Quran, by the way, you see, Torah is set of laws. When you read the Torah, you don't have that. The Zabur is a book of what? Supplication. Look at the beauty of the Quran. Huh? 2 in 1. I could recite to you laws right now. Laws. But it sounds so beautiful. يوصيكم الله في أولادكم للذكر مثل حظ الأنثيين فإن كن نساء فوق 2 فلهن ثلثا ما ترك. هذه laws. هذا laws. By the way, if you read the translation of this, man, this is heavy stuff. It's like being in law school. But you see how it sounds? That's why the Quran is mu'jiz. The Quran is mu'jiz. Is a combination of the two. He heard these voices. He became attracted to it. It was a Christian church. He got inside. What is this? What are you doing here? Who are you? We are Christians. What Christianity? And he started asking all these questions. And then he asked a question. Where did this religion originate? قالوا الشام. الشام is the greater Syria, meaning Lebanon, Al-Urdun, Lebanon, Jordan, Palestine, and the actual Syria. هذه الشام. 1 block. He stayed there until the sun sets, until the sun set. And he begged them, please, I want to go to the place where this religion originated. When you have a caravan traveling to Sham, please take me there. I want to go there. Here is the interesting part. When he returned home, he was so excited because he became Christian. And he told his father, because he compared what? Majusiya, worshipping a fire, to what? Yani Christian, they still talk about what? A God. And even the half-truth can sell. His father became so upset. He said, you're not going out anymore. And he actually chained him. You're not going out anymore. SubhanAllah, the Christians, they fulfilled their promise. And they had a caravan traveling to Syria, to the greater Syria, to Sham. They sent to him. He was able to release himself, and he fled from home, and he joined that caravan traveling to Palestine. Look at, subhanAllah, the fitna now. Here is the fitna, right here, in my opinion. Someone who travels all the way from Iran to Palestine, seeking the truth, and here is the fitna. He ends up in a church. The priest is a corrupt, a crook. He said, I arrived. I asked, who is the leader here? They said, هذا الأسقف, الإمام هذا, the bishop. He says, وَكَانَ رَجُلُ سَوْء. He was an awful man. يَأْمُرُ النَّاسَ بِالصَّدَقَةِ. Please give, donate. And he would take it to himself. حتى أنه, to the extent that he collected 7 jars of gold and silver. Stole it from the Sadhaka money, from the Zakah money, from the donation. And he dug a hole in the ground and he placed them there. Sayyidina Salman saw him when he was hiding them. And someone like this, if he is not really in quest or in search for the truth, he would what? Man, this doesn't make any sense. Let me go back to... And this is the issue. This is the issue. He did not associate, and this is a guidance from Allah. A lot of people who are non-Muslims, by the way, they are not Muslims. Why? Because they are associating the Muslims with what? With Islam. And that's a problem. And subhanallah, and this is one of the things, one of the most devastating things that you can do if you are in the field of da'wah. If your actions are contrary to what you're saying, to what you're preaching. ولذلك, look at the punishment in the hellfire. الرجل وهذا في البخاري ومسلم حديث أبي هريرة. Look at this. He will come in the day of resurrection and his intestine again will be dropping, and he will go around it like a donkey go around in al-raha. You know what al-raha is? The grinder. The people will come to him and say, Ya Fulan, oh Fulan, you used to tell us to do this good thing, and you used to tell us not to do that bad thing. And he tells them, yes, I used to tell you to do it, but I never did it. And I used to tell you not to do it, and I was doing it. مشكلة. Problem. فهذا الرجل, that priest, was a turn off. وكأن هذه الآية نزلت فيه, as if this verse was revealed to him. يا أيها الذين آمنوا, O ye who believe, إن كثيرا من الأحبار والرهبان ليأكلون أموال الناس بالباطل. Here it is. ويصدون عن سبيل الله. O ye who believe, a lot of the rabbis and the priests, they eat off the wealth of people unjustly, and they stop people from following the path of Allah. But yet Salman stayed. This man died. They came to bury him. He felt like he had to let the congregation know about it. He told them, listen, this man, he's not a good man. He used to steal your sadaqah, and I have the evidence right here. 7 jars of gold and silver. They crucified him. They placed him on the cross. ورفضوا أن, يعني, they refused to bury him actually. But here it is. ثم جاء رجل. Then the new person who took over, كان خير الناس. The best man I saw praying his 5 daily prayers. That tells you that they used to pray 5 times. He renounced the dunya. He was humble. Here is the interesting part. This man was about to die. He became ill and he's about to die. Salman came to him and he told him, please, I came all the way from Persia and I had this experience with the previous bishop, and I'm afraid I'm going to fall into the hands of someone else. Help me out. Recommend for me another person. Subhanallah, يعني, the Prophet said what? بدأ الإسلام غريبا وسيعود. Islam emerged as what? Strange thing. And it will go back to be a strange thing. The same exact thing with these people. They felt also that they are what? Strangers. He said, Wallahi, by Allah, la a'lamu ala wajhi al-ard. I do not know whole so many people who worship Allah the way that I do worship Allah, which is according to the teachings of Prophet Isa alayhi salam, and la ilaha illallah, Isa Rasulullah, except a man who is in a place called Al-Mosul. It tells you also that Ahl al-Sunnah, the people, if you know somebody who follows the Sunnah, get in touch with him. Because we're very few, very few. We ask Allah to be of them, inshallah. We're very few, so because anybody who follows the Sunnah now is what? A weirdo, gharib. Get in touch, get to know one another. Al-Mosul هذا, he was in Palestine. Where is Al-Mosul? Iraq. You know the distance? Salman did not hesitate. الدين يا أخي, the religion, the most important thing, the guidance, to be guided, not to be hated by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He was after that, he immediately traveled to Al-Mosul. Amazingly, amazing enough that as soon as he arrived, he spent some time with this man, and he's also to die again. He's also to die. He got sick and he's dying. Again, he said what? Please, don't leave this world until you recommend for me someone else I can go serve and learn the deen from him. He repeated the same lines. By Allah, I do not know a whole lot of people who believe in Tawheed. And this is, by the way, what is meant by the Prophet ﷺ, إِلَّا بَقَايَا, some leftovers of the people of the book, here and there. Except a man who lives in a place called Nasibin. Ya Allah, where is Nasibin? Turkey. I said northern Syria yesterday, but I checked it out, it was Turkey actually. Right away he traveled. As soon as he arrives, the man, they are dying. Again he made the same request. He told him, by Allah, I only know one person in a place called Amuriya. Amuriya هذه in Syria, or southern Turkey, somewhere there. He traveled to Amuriya, but he did something different there. Instead of just staying in the church, he actually started working. And he was able to save some money. He bought cows and some sheep. That's his savings. Now, the man was about to die. And listen carefully to this, because this is where you understand this verse in Surah Al-A'raf. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is